Hey everyone, alrighty, I'm back again, and this time I'm gonna talk about something that I enjoy very much, and people who know me know how I love my flashlights, and y'all will too after this segment with T and his inexpensive tech. Alrighty, y'all, let's get to it. Okay, flashlights. A lot of people think that flashlights are not a big deal for everyday life, and it really is. These flashlights nowadays are not the flashlights of the old. They don't just cut on and give you a little bit of light. They do a lot more. These things can save your life if you're in a emergency situation where you need someone to find you and you don't have no cell service or a satellite phone, but you have a way for somebody. You have a way to let somebody know where you're at. I looked into a lot of these satellite phones for when I go hiking, and a lot of these SOS little emergency pods. And like people, a lot of people don't buy them because why? They are expensive, and for to use it twice a year, maybe once a year, or maybe every 5 years, and you're spending a lot of money. And you just like, man, I just spent like $1,000 for that thing, and I use it every 5 years. So what's going on with these flashlights now is that these things ain't like the stuff that you see in these horror movies where you only can see 2 or 3 foot in front of you. These things can light up 1, 2 city blocks, and some of these flashlights I got here can light up to 1 mile to 2 miles away. And when I say light up, I mean illuminate, because there's 3 key things that you need to know to a flashlight. You have your spot, which is the center point that gives you the farthest view. You have your flood, which lights up the whole view when you're going somewhere. And then the throw, spot, and the flood open. But the throw is pretty much for how far you can see with this thing. And like going up on the Appalachian Trail, when I go up there, it's like darkness. Nah, that's a thing of nothing. These headlamps that we got in these flashlights, they turn night to day. When I say turn night to day, it can be you can't even see in front of your hand. And we could turn one of these flashlights or these headlamps on and not just light up in front of us or just a space. We can light up as far as eye can see, wide, tall. I mean, some of these flashlights can light up a building up to the flood on them can light up an area of 7 stories high. And so you figure that's 7 stories high, 7 stories wide, and that's how much you can see in front of you. And when you got your spot, the farther it goes, the bigger the spot gets. So some of these spots can get about the size of a truck. So so we're not we walking through there, not seeing if some kind of animal or somebody's out there. Nah, we can see everything that's in front of us and around us. And some of these headlights even got on the back of the battery pack, which I did do a video. Couldn't find where it's at, where you can turn that light on and it lights up everything behind you. So now you got everything around you lit up. So there ain't no more going through the creepy woods. A lot of these flashlights, and again, everything you see up here is inexpensive. Not none of the name brand stuff. But guess what? A lot of these are replicas of other name brand flashlight. I have a couple of Ultrafires, Trustfire, Surefires. You know what? They all fire, so most likely they come from the same manufacturer, and you're paying a difference in price. Everybody knows Surefires are expensive, and but these Trustfires, and this is the Ultrafire, wasn't expensive. These was like less than $20. This one, I paid less than $20. This one, less than $20. And I'm going to tell you right now, these things are not cheaply made. They are made very well. These things are heavy. I mean, personally, I would not take these things camping because these things are extremely heavy. You know, good, solid, metal, steel, whatever these things are made out of, aluminum, but these things are heavy. And you're not just dropping these and these are busting up. Now, this one breaks down from a 3 battery, 2 battery, 1 battery. These sections, they come out. This one has the flash, the strobe, and it has SOS. Now, but not rechargeable. So I definitely would not take this one with me camping. This one is a replica of the Nightcore TM06X flashlight. That Nightcore cost $170. I paid $30 for this. Another flashlight that I would not take with me hiking. This thing is extremely heavy. It is solid. And I think I did a video on this one before. This thing is my second brightest. This I know I can see up to 2 miles easy. When you're in a dark area and you're looking across, when we talk about seeing how far these things can go, you know, when you like say out on a ridge or something, if you're looking down, you can see far away. I mean far. This is like a spotlight, a handheld spotlight. My first brightest one is this one. This little thing, this true night, and you know you can see the videos on it. This little buddy, this thing, he know there's a lot of videos on him out here. And it's nothing but a little thing, But this thing, this is not a flashlight. This is not something you use around in your yard. This is a definitely safety tool if you're out in the woods somewhere hiking, you get lost, nobody can find you, you need to get a helicopter or anybody. This is a strictly a spotlight. Strictly a spotlight. This thing cannot be used. This is not a flashlight. You can't use this around. This thing has just a straight spot that shoot as far as your eyes can see. This little thing is a badass little flashlight. Now, I would definitely take this with me camping, safety reasons, because, you know, if you're trying to look far down the trail or far out somewhere to see what's out there, this bad boy can do it. And it's rechargeable. So, that's a definite, and it's light and solid. It's not cheaply made. I'm going to show you some cheaply made stuff. We're going to get to that soon. Now, some flashlights, they tell you they are certain lumens, but they're not. They just say it to get you. Now, Ozark Trail, they are pretty good with putting what they are, you know, and their lumens match. Lumens. Like 500. This thing, heavy, good quality, bright, inexpensive. This one, I took a shot on because I had some of Bushnell's flashlights before. I didn't quite like it, so I said, I'm going to try this one. They have proved it. The problem that the Bushnells had was not the fact that they wasn't bright. Certain flashlights, and this is something that y'all got to be mindful of, will kill your battery quick. So you're not going to get that much usage out of it. So that's important when you come across when you need these things. Again, another well-built flashlight, inexpensive. Get it at Walmart. Get some of these at Walmart. Wouldn't take it hiking with me, not unless I'm going to give off some, because everything I'm showing you has weight to it. Inexpensive, well-built. Like these things, you can not only just use these as flash, you can use these as a weapon. You can probably break somebody's jaw with these things. These things are solid. And of course, you know this one right here. This is, sorry, I got some of the papers right here. This one is, everybody knows this one. This is the HXP, but this is not the 50, the 90. I got the 90 because I wanted the brightest one. And of course, you know, by now they came out with some bright ones. Now, this one, not so heavy. I would take with me hiking, or camping, or anywhere. Rechargeable, and it has a flood. Now, these things with the ones the telescopic ones, the only thing about these, you don't get a flood in the spot. You get either or. You get the flood or, you get the flood or the spot. You get either or. You don't get all three. Well, sorry, you do get your throw because of your spot, but you don't get them at the same time. But this one I would take for, again, one, this will light up. a massive amount of area, and I can see as far as I want to see with this thing, because this thing is powerful. We all done seen videos on this thing. That's why I got it, tried it out, and yeah, rechargeable, and it gives you, now everything that I got here I take with me, I can recharge off of my portable solar panel. This thing is even bright. This thing is bright itself with its flashlight, and it's self-recharging off the sun. So I can charge this one up, and out there, and this thing lights up a massive area. This one actually has all three. It has the flood, spot, throw, all built into one with the two lights. Awesome. But I also will take this. So all these things serve a purpose. But then we want to talk about the inexpensive part to the expensive. A lot of these flashlights up here, some of them are replicas, like this one. This is a replica, and this is a cheap flashlight. This is cheaply made. I mean, I had it. Very lightweight. Would I take this hiking with me? Yes, I would. Would I be very careful with this? Yes, I would. And this is a replica of the Nightcore TM28. Now, this little cheap $4 flashlight I got off AliExpress. I'm going to tell you right now, this thing, I did a video on this one. This thing can light up a massive amount. This thing is bright. Would I say buy this? Is this a buy? Yes, it is. It's inexpensive. You live on a farm, you live out in the rural area, this thing, like I said, this thing is bright enough that I can use the lantern, but I wouldn't use the flashlight in city areas because this thing is extremely bright, and it's only about $4 on AliExpress. But this thing can, you talking about turning against an area from, now you can walk down a dirt road and not worry about what you see, and rechargeable. Dollar store. I was so impressed with these that me and my boss at work, we was looking for stock and stuff for the people in the job. Got them a bunch of these. A couple of the guys on the job, they go hiking. This little baby right here, same thing, made out of the same material as this. Cost $1.25. It takes 3 AA batteries. Would I take this on the trail with me? Yes, I would. Very lightweight. Great for just a simple backup emergency light. This little thing here, you can see up to about a 1.5 block away with ease. I mean, with ease. No strain in your eyes. This thing will light up. I don't use this around the house. I'll use the lantern part, because the lantern has a lantern on it. Turn this out, and I'm telling you, you're not going to be saying, oh, what's it? No, this thing pitch black. This little $1.25 light at the dollar store is worth more. I ain't gonna say, because I don't want them raising the price on it, but it's worth its money. It's worth its weight in gold. I will say that. Now, I brought a whole bunch of these. Gave them out to people in the family, people on the job. I have them for around the house. This flashlight lantern for $1.25 is good. Now, if you see somebody selling these for more than that, don't pay it, because you can go to the dollar store. You can order it off the dollarstore.com. for $1.25. Don't let nobody duke you into paying $5 or $10 for this flashlight. And I'm gonna show you what it is. Get a little closer. That's the boxes come in. But this thing, yeah, I got these. So that's why, like with the flashlights now, with the stuff like the headlamps. Like I brought this headlamp, and I brought one of these before. I was so impressed, I brought more. And then, check this out. They had a special. So I got 2 of these for like $20-something. Came with the battery and the chargers. And I'm going to tell you right now, this thing right here, inexpensive. And these are the ones I take on the Appalachian Trail. And I ain't got no problem seeing with this bad boy looking down the trail, walking in a dark field. There is no more wondering what's in front of you. This thing shoots out. It has all 3: flood, throw, spot. You see everything. Rechargeable and lightweight. Now, get to the something like I said. Some of the stuff that they're doing with like for example, Now you can turn a lot of your flashlights with stuff like I said. When you can buy flashlight holders that goes onto tripods and turn your flashlights into work lights, because a lot of the flashlights, these Zoomer ones, turn to flooding spots. And we're about to get to this one next. These mini lights are the ones that I'm talking about that's going to save your life. These are the ones that I take on the trail with me. Now, this one is not rechargeable, but why would I still take that one? Rechargeable double A's, micro USB that you can plug into your solar power. So you still can charge these and have these. This one is rechargeable. And why I said, when you zoom these out, now you would not believe how powerful these little things are. These are, like, I call them quick lights, because yeah, they only for using it for a flashlight may give you about 30-minute runtime. I mean, it's just something for a quick look around. This is for to pull out your pocket. You know, you give them to your wives, your daughter. I gave my daughter and my wives these. Now tell them, put them in your pocketbook. So when you somewhere and you go into your car, because everybody says, well, I got my cell phone flashlight. Sometimes the cell phone flashlight's not bright enough for where you might be. My daughter's walking around on campus at nighttime. She thinks that she sees something in the distance. The cell phone flashlight is not going to let you see what's down that path when you're walking down the campus, walking from work, walking through. You might not be able to see it. With these, for quick, you just pop them out, boom, zoom, hit it, and bam. You can see what's down there easily. Now, the best part I like about these, where I had these little modifications to my hiking backpack, where I got 2 of these, is these are now I'll call safety beacons. If something ever happens, I saw a story where a woman was only 50 or 60 yards away from the Appalachian Trail. She got off the trail, got lost, couldn't find her way back, and died of starvation. She got off the trail. She couldn't find herself back. And that's pretty much what they think what happened. That, you know, she ran out of food, and she just stood there hoping that somebody was going to find her. But that's why they tell you, carry whistles, carry bells when you out there. Don't go out there just mess. People, that trail is dangerous. People have died out there. You know, you got so many people out here I tell the people, like, you know, don't try to be a bushmaster if you're not a bushmaster. Take all your safety precautions with you, because even the simplest trail out here could pose a threat, you know, of you get lost in those woods. You know, if the helicopter can't see you in the dense wood, at least, you know, you can find a little spot. If you're in a tree and you can see straight through there, you can take these things, zoom them out. And these are like pretty much like spotlights, like lasers. And you can shoot it through there and they can see the beacon up, because these definitely do SOS. And even on this one, it gives you like the little sign of laser, because when you pull it out, it shoots a straight light of beam. So, straight beam of light, excuse me. And you can shoot that right through the tree branches if a helicopter's looking for you on the SOS, and they can see you. And these things can be seen from a good distance away. So, that's why I said these flashlights, people overlook them as being something that's important in your everyday life. These things come in handy definitely for if you have something, like I said, like if a bad situation happened, you know, you will always be able to take these. And if days on days, like as long as there's sunlight, you can recharge these and just keep just shooting them even in the daylight. People can see, because these things are bright. Because you know, like you see the videos of how people use the flashlight to blind people, because your eyes cannot withstand. That's why they tell you don't look into these things. These things will burn your eyes up. And I tell people, you know, everybody, like, these flashlights are more than just something to look for your lost keys. I encourage everybody in my family to carry the micros one with them, because you never know when you're going to need emergency. And I never go on a trail without and I have very different ones that I have tried, and I'm telling you, and all the stuff I buy off of AliExpress, Amazon, and I buy the stuff for the cheapest price I can get my hands on. And like I said, these are my standard flashlights right here. This one is rechargeable, and that is a bigger version of this one. So this is like right here 3 times the power of this one, and it has SOS. Trail flashlight, 100% definitely. I would take this. This thing is bright. So, you know, I always bring this stuff to people. Nothing up here that you see is over $100. The most I have spent for a flashlight up here, I'm going to say, is this one, and I spent $50 for it. But the rest of them, no. This one, a dollar store lantern. It works very well. Dollar store lantern. And, I mean, it puts out very good light. This one right here, that I always talk to people, and I always promote this one. This is the Ozark Trail one. And this is 80 lumens. You'll see 2 of them. The plastic ones are only 50. These are brighter. And these are bright. And metal. Good quality. Another something to carry around in your car. A book bag. Your bug out bag. As a quick, not rechargeable. But guess what? $1. $1. If you see the metal one, get the metal ones. You know, these are only 50, but I'm not going to tell you not to get this one. If you see these 2, grab these 2. These are great for emergency bug out bags in the car. And I'm going to tell you right now, you in the dark, so you on the road, it's dark, your car break down, whatever. Grab this out your glove box, and you're good to go. And like I also have other lights. Like I said, lights are nothing of, like they say back in the medieval days, just a torch or gas lamp light. For when I go hiking, again, you know, now they make the Bluetooth speaker lights where, you know, you got your speaker and you got your I need to charge this bad boy, and you got your lantern. And you know, y'all know I am about Polaroid, so you know I do a lot of stuff with them. They always come up with a lot of neat stuff. I got this from Big Lots. Yeah, paid $10 for it. You got a nice sound, so you know you got a Bluetooth lantern. This ain't the only. I got other Bluetooth lanterns that I have. I got some from Five Below. That's pretty good, but this one is, you know, a good one. Five Below lantern, not rechargeable battery, but I have a lot of work lights, rechargeable ones. You know, of course, my far point. I have this one right here. I can't pronounce, so I'm not even gonna try it. And this is, I brought this. I brought this one back when I started doing my videos. And this one is a production light, work light, and it's rechargeable. And it's also, if you can use regular batteries, rechargeable batteries. So this is a hybrid one. Changeable lens from white to no lens to no filter. If you want to put the yellow one on. I like this one because this one's a portable one, and this thing is bright. You can plug it up and use it too. So this is great for all-purpose work, utility, production light. Didn't spend much. I think I may have spent less than probably like $14 for it. And then of course, you know, these, and they still making these. And this one is, you can use the old, like some of the old camcorder batteries for it, or you can put rechargeable batteries or regular batteries. This one is not rechargeable and doesn't come for plugs, but this thing is extremely bright too. This is another production work light. So, in saying in all of this, and I know a lot of my videos have been a little bit more in depth, but the thing about it is, a lot of this stuff I need to get in depth to, because what's the purpose of me showing you something if you really don't understand? Like I said, everything that you do, you need to use it for what it is and properly use it. Because if you use the improper, then you're going to be that person, oh, this is junk. It doesn't work. Well, you didn't use it the right way. When you use it the right way, then you say, okay, well, if I use it for what it was designed for or what it fits into, you're not going to be disappointed, you know. And that's what I do with all this stuff. Everything that I have here, I have separated into the categories of what I like to use it for. And know, like I said, what it could, you know, how the potential of it will be used. So I just wanted to bring that because I've always talked about my flashlight collections. People on my job always ask me my advice about flashlights, and people who know I know about always ask me my advice about flashlights. And I always tell people, flashlights are just as much important in your life as any other safety feature that you can possibly think of. Because this, like I said, when it comes down to it, that's going to be able to save your life when there is no torches, no flares, no nothing that you can at least get somebody to see you with one of these emergency flashlights. All right, y'all. Till the next time, I will see y'all later. Take care.